just got back from getting the mail out of my mailbox, and it reminded me of a time when I wouldn't just take this into the house like I am going to today, when the anthrax attacks were happening in the United States, where someone was putting anthrax, the powder form, into the mail, and then when somebody was opening it, it could get into the air, that person could inhale it, and it could cause death. And during those times I was reading about it in the paper, and what had happened is 2 postal workers from Washington, D.C. had actually died just processing the mail through the Postal Service. When it had gone through their machines, the machines compressed the mail, and those little spores actually got out of unopened mail into the air. So I started becoming concerned, and a lot of other people too, that if that was happening and my letter happened to be next to one that had anthrax in it, the outside of my envelope could actually have spores that could make someone in my family or myself very ill. So what I did at that time is I would I would use gloves actually to get my mail out of the mailbox. And I would bring it into my garage. I didn't take it into my house. And I would open it up right here. I would put all the envelopes directly into my recycling bin. And then if I needed to take the mail in, if it was just junk mail, I read it here and threw it away. If I needed it, I would take it into the house. And so that's how the anthrax attacks affected me directly, because it made me very nervous about just doing something that I would always do, just going to the mailbox and getting my mail. And in the end, actually, Fort Detrick is very close to my home, and I did know that that was one of the few places where anthrax could be made, and that indeed was the place where a scientist was the one responsible for sending the anthrax in envelopes and resulting in 5 people's deaths. So that's my story about how anthrax affected my daily life.